Aloha, friends. Aloha from Hawaii. Ali from Palau. Bula from Fiji. Mafade from Guam, the Mariana Islands. Yakwe from the Marshall Islands. Yorana from Tahiti. Kiora from New Zealand. Kia Yorana from the Cook Islands. Olaketa from the Kingdom of Tonga. Talofa from the islands of Samoa. And Halo Olaketa from the Solomon Islands. We'll be talking about the Solomons today. But again, it's good to see everybody back here on the program. I think last week, yeah, we went somewhere last week, but we're back. But it's good to see everybody. Again, look up here for the music for ukulele class. And later on, we'll be taking a look here at the live chat and also these numbers here. And then finally, I just wanted to mention that this program is brought to you by the National Pacific Islander Education Network, also known as NPIEN, N-P-I-E-N. So here's, yeah, maybe it didn't work. Let me try that one more time. I'm going to list here all of the officers there so that you'll know everybody, including Dr. Kalani is our president. Mr. Wayne Manu is our president-elect. And then our vice president is Leatapo Fesili. And our secretary is Lupe Moy, and our interim treasurer, Dr. Charlene Shimada. And I'm called the executive director, a big title. All right. Well, let us take some time to learn more about the Solomon Islands, everyone. And the Solomon Islands are part of Melanesia. Okay. So let me share with you a few things here so that you'll know more about the Solomon Islands. This is the flag of the Solomon Islands. Okay. So there are 6 major islands and 1,000 smaller islands. And Australia is to the southwest, the island of Vanuatu and New Caledonia to the southeast, Fiji and Tuvalu are to the east, and then the Federated States of Micronesia are to the north. So I'm sure all of you knew that because you're experts with maps. Yeah, here is a map of the Solomon Islands. Hopefully you can see a little bit more, okay? But again, that kind of gives you an idea of what the islands look like. And like I said, 6 major islands and 1,000 smaller islands. 29,896 square kilometers. There are 734 inhabitants. And the capital of the Solomon Islands, the largest city is called Honiara. And Guadalcanal is the largest island. It is an independent monarchy and has what they call a governor general. Okay, governor general. So let me see, what else can we learn? 95.3% of the population are Melanesians. 3.1% are Polynesian. And 1.2% are Micronesians. And the rest of the population are Europeans as well as Chinese. Very interesting. English, of course, is spoken there. And then Solomon Pidgin, they call it. There are 74 indigenous languages which are spoken on the Solomon Islands. So very, very interesting, everybody. So I hope you learned some more. Our Melanesian friend was with us at the NPIEN Annual Conference, Mr. Ben Raju. Aloha to you, Ben. Yep, great to see you. But that is it on the Solomon Islands. But I want everybody to start looking for your ukulele because it is time for ukulele class, everybody. So start looking. And we are going to learn a song today called This Land Is Your Land. Yeah. So I'm going to change my background here, everybody. Yep, we'll bring back the beautiful Solomon Islands here in a few minutes. So this land is your land. Get your instrument, everybody. I know you can find it. And we go from there. So if you didn't realize it, this is called ukulele. And again, we have on the ukulele 4 strings, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then each of these sections are known as the fret. Fret 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm going to show you where to put your fingers, which is called the chord, everybody. So we hold our ukulele like this, and then we strum with our right hand. Again, I use my thumb, sometimes another finger. You can use this finger, that finger, several fingers, whatever works for you, my friends. This is not a complicated class. Okay. So the first chord we're going to learn today, which means where we put our fingers. Okay. Okay. Are you ready, everybody? It is known as the C chord. Okay. I got to write something down because I forgot it. You never forget things, right, everybody? Okay. So take a look here at the chart. Here's the C chord. So notice that your third finger goes on string 4, fret number 3. And also notice there are 4 strings, string 1, 2, 3, and 4. And they all have names. They are G is the first string, C is string 2, E is string 3, and A is string 4. So take a look on your instrument, everybody. So we have G, C, E, A. Another way to remember that is my dog has fleas. Yeah. I think the cats I have do. So again, put your third finger on string 4, fret 3, and let's strum. That is C, everybody. Good. Good work. Now, chord number 2 we're going to learn is called the F chord. Aloha to all of you. Thanks for joining us. So, we started a little early, so we might lose some people. This is the F chord, everybody. So again, your first finger is on string 3. Second finger is on string number 1. Kind of forms an angle there. Fret 1 and fret 2. So first finger is on string 3. Second finger, string 1. There we go. That's F. Good. Always check your fingers because they're going, what are you doing to me? So massage your finger, you'll feel better. And then our final chord is the hardest one. It is called the G7 chord. I also call it the triangle because it looks like a triangle here. So first finger for G7 is on string 3. Second is on string 2. And third is on string 4, everybody. So again, first finger string 3. Second string 2. Third string 4. Here we go. Good. G7, everybody. All right. We are going to play our song, and this song is called This Land Is Your Land. And this is a song that we dedicate to all of our veterans out there. Veterans Day was on Tuesday. In Canada, they call it Remembrance Day. So we also recognize our veterans there as well. So again, This Land Is Your Land is the name of our song. And check up here in the chat, we have a Facebook group, also a Google Drive where you can find the music. So we start off with the F chord, then we go to the C chord, then we go to the G7 chord, and then to the C. All right. So it says pause, and then we go pause, and we play the F. Then you start singing. So the end of the song, this land was made for you and me. Let's take a look at that. G7, G7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. C, G7, C, G7, C. That's our ending there. C, G7, C. All right, everybody. We'll take a deep breath. This is a little bit of a longer song, but it's really not too bad. You can do it, everybody. Here we go. So we have pause on the F. This land is your land on the F. This land is my land. C. From California, G7 to the New York Island. C. From the Redwood Forest, F. To the Gulf Stream waters, C. This land was made for you and me. Keep going. As I was walking that river of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. G7 can up. This land was made for you and me. Keep going. I roamed and rambled and followed my footsteps to the sparkling sands of her diamond deserts, and all around me a voice was sounding. G7, this land was made for you and me. One more time. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island. From the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. Last line coming up. This land was made for you and me. G7C, G7C. All right. Yep, you can slow down that last line. Okay, that's okay to go slower. All right, fantastic job, everybody. Good work. Well, let me see here. I am going to share some announcements with you. So kind of hang in there for a few minutes. And let me pull up the Solomon Islands again so you can enjoy them. Very beautiful. But I'm going to share with you a few things. So here we go, everybody. Okay. Yeah, you should see the tiger there, the Morse High School tiger. Yeah, we're changing our website because right now we have Morse High School and then the tiger, but we're changing all these other things. So we used to have the pictures of the young people playing miniature golf. Yeah, where do we put them? Oh, we put them under news and events, annual mini golf. So you can take a look at that. Yep, and you'll find all of the pictures there. How about that, huh? And here's from our 2025 tournament, huh? All right, so that's what happened there on the Enpine website. Still working on our final update for our annual conference, and I'll talk about that here in a few more minutes. Let me see, check out this page here because we do have some new business partners. So again, take a look at our business partners. If you need some tires, see Uncle Abe. If you need a notary, here's some beauty and health people that can help. Chamber of Commerce, dentists, you name it. We got everything on there. Even food. Yeah. Okay. And then I wanted to bring to your attention too one of our student workers. He's also one of our editors for our N-Pine Web News. He just published this article here, so we have it in our website. So take a look from Andrew Dysom. Aloha to you, Andrew. It talks about, again, diabetes. Very, very interesting. But we thank Andrew for all that he did to, again, produce this information to help everybody out there. All right, I think that's about it for that. But let us, again, go back to some other things that we're working on there. All right. Yeah, it seems like we lost the people because they don't like watching the announcements. But what are you going to do, right? All right. But let us take a look now. It is time for our self-care talanoa, everybody. Okay. So this is a time where we're going to do some nice stretching and some nice breathing. Breathe in and out and in and out. Yep. Do that, and I will show you here in a second our stress level charts to see where you're at. But let's take a look, everybody. Let's see. Today's topic is the topic of healing, and then I'm going to play a song for you. It says, sometimes when we are in the midst of illness, it could be physical or even mental illness, we become afraid or discouraged. Yeah, ever think about that? Yeah. In those times when it's difficult to have a positive outlook, we can still have a hopeful one. Whatever you are facing, remember yourself, remind yourself that you are not alone. So think back to times when you just weren't feeling too good. You might have been in pain. And how did you get through those times? Well, we've got a good suggestion from our fantastic surfer, Laird Hamilton. Yeah, he is a great surfer. But Laird Hamilton says, the best way to overcome these feelings, to have hope, is to get wet. Yeah. So healing in the ocean takes place and you feel better. When you catch a wave, it is a bonus. Icing on the cake. Yeah. Try not to eat too much cake. But yeah, listen to what Laird had to say, and it is very, very true, everybody. Very, very true. Now, I'm going to play a song for you, which is called White Sandy Beach. And I want you to just reflect on some of the things that we just said. And I probably need to move the Solomon Islands because it'll be hard to see me there. So sorry, Solomon Islands. All right. So again, this is White Sandy Beach. It is by the great ukulele artist Is, everyone. Here we go. I saw you in my dream. We were walking hand in hand on a white sandy beach of Hawaii. We were playing in the sun. We were having so much fun on a white sandy beach of Hawaii. Sound of the ocean soothes my restless soul. Sound of the ocean rocks me all night long. Those hot long summer days, lying there in the sun on a white sandy beach of Hawaii. my restless soul. Sound of the ocean rocks me all night long. Last night in my dreams, I saw your face again. We were there in the sun on a white sandy beach of Hawaii. On a white sandy beach of Hawaii. All right, everybody. Aloha to all of you. Again, white sandy beach. All right. Well, friends, I'm going to pull up our stress level chart. Before I used to hold it up, but we have new technology now. So, so let me pull up our chart here. Okay, chart. And before I do that, let me just mention to you that we have a program every Monday from 11 to 11:15 a.m. Pacific time. It is called Aloha Music and Mindfulness. So I hope that you will consider joining us. Only 15 minutes. But again, we play some music and we do some talk stories. So please join us for that. And let me find our stress level chart here. So take a look at our stress level. So again, look at where you are. Are you in the green or the yellow? Those are good. Because again, we always have some stress. So but try to keep it at green level. Orange, you're now exhausted and ill. And red, hopeless and overwhelmed. So look at those numbers, the calhope.org live chat. There's an 833 number there. Also look here in our Twitch chat. You'll find the 415 number. And then finally, you'll see the lifeline, the 988 number. So friends, if things just aren't going too good for you, don't hesitate. Call 988 and they will help. Well, let me share with you our thoughts for today. We've got a couple here. So interesting. Today we're talking about stress and anxiety. Well, believe it or not, it is a normal part of life. Yeah. And again, it is a normal part of how the brain and the body react to our demands, everybody. So think about different demands we might have. It could be work. Maybe we have some kind of problem there. School, maybe you got a big test. Or maybe you're trying to make an important decision about something. So normal amounts of stress help us to focus. They help us to reach our goals, and that helps to protect our body. So again, some stress on the job or in life is okay. So we need to come again prepared to work and to focus. And again, remember our stress chart. If you feel like you're getting into the orange and the red level, then yep, you definitely need some help. Okay. All right. Let me share this final thought on some things you can do to support your stress. And this is called 50 Ways to Take a Break. So I'm going to move Mr. Stress chart here, or maybe Mrs. So 50 ways to take a break. Yep, I've shown this one to you before. It's kind of small, so but here we go. The first thing we can do is to, let me see if, yeah, that's it. To let go of something. What that means, maybe you just have a lot of different demands. and it's just time for you to let go of something. So that's a good idea. And then, secondly, to engage in small acts of kindness. Yeah, imagine that. Helping out other people. And then finally, do some gentle stretches. If we stretch out, we feel a lot better, everybody. So that was my next advice for you today. Well, our next song we're going to share with you is again dedicated to our veterans out there. And it is called America the Beautiful. All right. This song is by Catherine Lee Bates, sung by Kate Smith, Ray Charles, Lee Greenwood, and even Elvis singing. Amazing. Yeah, Elvis sings a lot. So here we go. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of gray, for purple mountains' majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for heroes prove in liberating strife, who more than self their country love, and mercy more than love. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea, from sea to shining sea. All right, everybody. Again, America. Well, let me see. The last little thing I wanted to share with you. We're still working on our annual conference report, but again, the last time I mentioned we had over 250 attend. 30 in person because it was a virtual conference, but we're very, again, pleased. So let me show you some pictures. And we're still working on this. It just takes a lot of time to prepare this report, but we're getting close. But let me show you here. So this first picture, it's a little blurry, but we have Cliff there in the back. And then the fellow in the hat, that is Danny Bloss. And then there's Miss Nani right there, Nani Schott. So Nani is the teacher at Morse High School in San Diego, California. And she was a great support for all of this. Cliff is one of our Enpine board members. He came down for the conference. And then Danny is a teacher at the San Diego Performing and Creative Arts School in San Diego. And he was also one of our speakers there. And his group also performed. So again, that is Miss Nani, that is Cliff, and then Danny there. What is this next one? Well, this is all the students here. They're hard at work. They were putting together some things and assembling things. So, so yeah, that's all of them. All right, who else do we got here? Yeah, this looks like Miss Nani again, busy at her computer. Yep, Nani was a fantastic help. And then finally, here are our students from Morse High School. They were teaching us a class, how to do the Chamorro dance. Again, the Chamorros are the people of the Marianas Islands, which includes Guam and Saipan. So thank you, young people. You were fantastic. All right. Well, friends, that is pretty much concludes our show for today. But we will catch up with you at this time next week. We'll actually be coming back at the regular time, 12 p.m. Pacific time, everybody. So look forward to seeing you then. Again, this is the flag of our friends in the Solomon Islands. And in the Solomon Islands, they do not say aloha to say goodbye. They say lukim iu. Lukim iu. So we will share that here with you in a few minutes. And then this is the map of the Solomon Islands. So, like we said, many islands there. And then finally, the beautiful scenery from the Solomon Islands. So let us share this before we conclude our show today, everybody. So here we go. Aloha from Hawaii and Lukim Iu from the Solomon Islands. Aloha from Hawaii. Lukim Iu from the Solomon Islands. Adios from the Mariana Islands. Alua from the Kingdom of Tonga. Airera from the Cook Islands. Airera from New Zealand. Aotearoa. Goodbye from Papua New Guinea. Ta-ta from Vanuatu. Yakwe from the Marshall Islands. Meiku from Palau. Mothe from Fiji. Nana from Tahiti. And Tofa from Tuvalu and Samoa. Good to see everybody, and we will catch up to you next time. Again, aloha to all of you, and lukimiu from the Solomon Islands. Take care.